You are listening to Complex Note. Video we will be talking about software process structure. What is this? What it has to do with software development and what is have to do with you. We will all discuss. So first of all, let's discuss what is a process model or what is a generic process model. So our process model is defined as a collection of work activities, action, and tasks that are performed when some work product is to be created. Okay, so each of these activities, action, and tasks reside with a framework or model that defines their relationship with the process. So a process is like a methodological approach that helps the software team move from an idea to final work or a working software. Okay, activities are the broad stages like planning or development. Actions are what you do in each stage. Tasks are the smallest unit, step-by-step operation. All these are arranged in a framework that defines how they connect to each other and how they contribute to the whole software process. um, what are framework activities? So the software process is not just a random. It is divided into framework activities, which are the main stages of every software project. These usually include communication, planning, modeling, construction, deployment. Each of these activities contains a set of a software engineering action at and each action has a task set. So what is a task set? A task set is a collection of all necessary things to complete particular actions. It includes the work task to be done, like writing code or designing the work product to be produced, like diagram, documents, etc. The quality check needed to make sure everything is done correctly. The milestones used to track the progress to ensure the team is on the time. This makes the process organized and trackable. So software process flow. What is a software process flow? Once we understand what is a software process, now how process is and how it is structured using framework activities, we need to go deeper and see how activities are arranged. That is what we call process flow. Process flow explains the order or the sequence in which the framework activities, action, or task are performed. Okay, so depending on the nature of the goals of the software, we can choose different type of process flows. There are four main type. Number one, linear process flow. Number two, iterative process flow. Number three, evolutionary process flow. Number four, parallel process flow. Okay, so number one, linear process flow. It is also known as waterfall model. Activities are executed one after another in a straight line. You start with communication, then planning, modeling, construction, and finally deployment. Once one activity is completed, only then you move to the next. Best for simple and well-defined project where requirements are clear from beginning. Limitation no flexible. If mistakes are found it later, you can't easily go back. Number two is iterative process flow. The activities are repeated in cycles. You might revisit one or more previous activities to make improvements before going forward. For example, after construction, if issues are found, the team might go back to modeling or planning, helps in the refining of the software gradually. Number three is evolutionary process model. This is more dynamic and circular in nature. Each passes through the different framework activities result in better version of the software. After each cycle, the software evolves from basic version to a complete product, very useful for a project with unclear or changing requirements. It encourages early delivery of a working version with all versions and allows user to provide feedback. Number four is parallel process flow. Here, some of the activities run at the same time instead of waiting for one another to finish before next start. For example, while the design of the module is going through, the development of another module or the construction might already be underway. This is helpful in large team complex system where different components can work independently. So let's discuss more about our task set. A task set is like a to-do list for a software project. It tells the team what steps they need to follow and what need to be get done. Okay, so number one, so let's now discuss about for first small project. Number one, list all the stakeholders. Okay, number two, invite the team to casual meeting. Ask everyone what features do you need, discuss and arrange. On final list, rank features by importance. Note any unclear past. So like let's say if you are doing it for a big project, number one, list all stakeholders, interview each one of separately, draft a list of the features, schedule the structured meeting, hold the meeting, write simple user stories or improve stories based on feedback, update the requirement list, prioritize features, plan how to release features step by step, note limits, budget, time, rules, discuss the testing method. Okay, so you just need to pick up the right task based on the project size, keeping it simple for all projects, detail for big one. Okay, so what is process pattern? It is explained simply. So the process pattern is like a ready-made solution for common problem that software and team faces during the development. Instead of struggling every time, team can use proven templates to solve the issues efficiently. uh, well, the process pattern describes a problem that often comes up in software projects. It explains where and when the problem usually happen. It suggests one or more proven solution to fix it. It think of it as a cheat sheet for handling challenges in the software development. Types of process pattern. Number one is stage process pattern. It is related to big step in process like planning or testing, combines multiple smaller tasks patterns to solve the bigger problems. For example, establishing communication includes smaller tasks like the requirement gathering. A task pattern focuses on specific actions like writing code or estimating time. uh, Solves the smaller day by day problems. The example is the requirement gathering. Okay, number three is a phase pattern. It deals with the overall flow of the project, like which stage comfort first helps decide whether to use model like waterfall, spiral, or prototyping. For example, spiral model. So why are these process patterns useful? Because it saves time, it improve quality, and the better teamwork. Okay, so let's now take a real life example. Imagine you and your team is struggling with miscommunication with clients. Instead of panicking, you check the establishing communication stage pattern, which includes a task pattern for requirement gathering, how to ask the right question, or another task pattern for stakeholder meeting, how to run efficient discussion. Okay, so you just need to follow those steps. So so now let's come towards that how process can be improved. Okay, so there are a number of different approaches to software process assessment and improvement. They have been proposed over past few decades. Okay, so SCAMPI standard CMMI assessment methods for process improvement. What is this? It is a five-step process assessment model for improving software process. It is based on CMMI capability maturity model of integration, a widely recognized framework for software process improvement. So it follows five phases: initiating, getting started by defining the scope and goals of the assessment. Number two, diagnosing, identifying the areas where improvement is needed, establishing, creating a plan for process improvement. Number four, acting, implementing the improvement, learning, reviewing the result, and identifying the lessons learned to refine the process further. So, when it is applicable and where. So SCAMPI is primarily used by organizations that want to access and improve their software development process. It is useful for companies aiming to achieve CMMI certification at differently maturity levels, 1 to 5, like no, like the level 0 to level 4, which the benchmarks for process capability. Number two, CBA, IPI, CMM based appraisal for internal process improvement. What is this? CBA IPI is a diagnostic technique used to assess the maturity of an organization software process. It also uses CMM framework for evaluating it. It focuses on providing an internal review of the company's software process. It identifies the gaps in the process model and suggests the improvement for better performance. Where it is where CBIPI is applicable, this model is useful for organization that wants to access their own software process without external certification in mind. So number three is SPICE or ISO IEC 15504. So SPIC stands for Software Process Improvement and Capability Determination. It is international standard ISO IEC that outlines the framework for the accessing and improving the software process. The goal is to help organizing, developer, and objective evaluation of the software process and determine their maturity. Okay, when it is applicable, SPIC is applicable in organization that wants to evaluate the efficiency of their defined software process. It is particularly used in international settings where adherence to standard is important. Number four, ISO 9001 2000 for software. What is it? Okay, so ISO is a generic quality management standard that applies to organization, including software companies, to improve the overall quality of their product, system, or service. While not specific to software, it can be tailored to needs of the software development by ensuring that the process meets the required quality standard. The standard focus on customer satisfaction, continuous improvement, and process standardization. Okay, so when it is applicable, so it is applicable in all industries, including software organization that wants to establish the quality management system (QMS). This standard is often applied by companies that want to demonstrate their commitment to quality to the client stakeholders or regulatory bodies. You are listening to Complex Notes.